Hello, my lovelies. I just thought I'd make a video about this issue between Joe Kidd and Billy Moore, which it has to be said, Billy Moore started. It wasn't Joe Kidd started this. What happened, for people who don't know, is Billy Moore made a video aimed at Joe Kidd, basically telling him to stop focusing so much on Decca Heggie, that it was affecting his channel. Joe took umbrage to this, and I can actually understand why he did, because he talks to Billy in private, and Billy could have come with his concerns in private and spoken to him. And also, Joe has said, which Billy did, Billy has mentioned private conversations they've had, which Joe wasn't anticipating will be mentioned or discussed in public. So I can understand why Joe feels betrayed. He feels like this could have been done another way. Now, what I got from it, see, Joe's in this Decca situation. He's been insulted by Decca, so he can only see it from one way, that he hates Decca's guts, as a lot of people do. He doesn't like Decca, and he thinks he's a danger. So we can't step out of that mindset. So anyone that sort of is telling him to leave Decca alone will come across as supporting Decca. It's not that Billy, this is what I got from what Billy was saying. Billy wasn't so much saying that Joe was wrong in his thoughts on Decca. What he was saying was that his obsessing over him on his channel was having a bad effect on it, and the comments he was getting was showing that it wasn't working for his channel. I think what Billy was doing, though, he could have done it in a different way. As Joe said, he could have gone to him in private and discussed it instead of blasting it out in the video on YouTube. Is that he wants to think of his channel, which is a podcast, and by concentrating on one issue, the way I would have said it would I'd say have a second channel where if you want to vent about something, you can vent on there, or you want to discuss people at length, you can discuss on there. But your podcast channel is kept for interviewing people. You know, you keep the two separate. But at the end of the day, it's Joe's channel. It's up to him what he puts on there. That's it. It's up to him what he feels the need he wants to put on there. That's it at the end of the day. But when I do, and I've had me, I wouldn't say running, I've had me criticisms with Joe in the past. One, I was the second person he ever interviewed, and it was taken down by Sean Atwood. But I didn't know at the time. He wasn't honest with me. He wasn't letting me know that actually this was a thing that him and James English had arranged for me to be interviewed to get the date on Sean. I thought it was about me, not about Sean, but it quickly became evident when Billy was interviewing me that it was about Sean. And if you'd seen that interview, you see I was trying to get off the subject, because I thought, I'm not going to go into this isn't what I was led to believe was going into. So that happened. Me and Billy always got on great. We've never had any real issues. The only issue that really popped up was when Billy, more than once, has started blowing the trumpet for Darren G. I'm sorry, Darren G. This is the same Darren G who has come out with the most horrendous abuse towards Billy, towards other people, has spoken totally inappropriately and creepily to young people on TikTok, and is a horrendous bigot as well. And yet Billy's wanting to big him up, and then saying he wants to work with him. I said, really, with Billy having this thing for youths, this boxing thing he's got for youths, hasn't he, to keep them away from crime, he can't have someone like Darren G in there, because his old mate, Billy's old mate, exposed Darren G as still being on the drugs, and still being a dangerous person. And that's where I took issue with Billy. He needs to keep, well, one thing you don't want going anywhere near youths, and I'm not just talking from a, you know, when one of those people that do things to youths. I'm not talking from that. I'm talking from the viewpoint he's a total negative influence on youths and could corrupt them as well. Use them to do what he wants to. So Billy was way out of line doing that. But as for this Joe issue, I think they will get over it. But in my mind, what Billy did, but he just didn't do it right and didn't do it in the right format. And some of the things he was saying, he was saying basically to Joe, put your channel first. But Joe was seeing that as saying, leave Decca alone. I don't think he was saying that. He was just saying, he was trying to give him advice on his channel. But I'll leave it there, my lovelies, for what it's worth. That's my views. Until next time, darlings. Bye bye.